Where's D?
I don't know.
Quiet so far.
I'm being surrounded by stuff.
Yeah. And nobody leave without signing. Signing.
That?
Oh, no, the bank signature card.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's banks, okay, we gotta do that tonight too?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
and we're
We're ready to go?
ready.
Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order, the Fraser Park Public Utility District, regular state planning and projects meeting. This is for Thursday, September 25th, 2025. We're starting at 4 p.m. We have an additional teleconference location at 5151 Knudsen, Bakersfield, California, 93308. If that, our other director comes on. And we are going to start with the, item 1, call to order, the pledge to the flag. If we could all please rise. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Okay, roll call directors, Director Garcia.
Here.
Director Nyman.
Here.
Director Kelly.
Here.
Director Gibson is not present yet. I'm not sure if she will be or not, but she may be. And that's our teleconference person. And I'm Director Schoenberg and I am here as well. So currently we have 4 directors out of 5. We're gonna go on to item 2, discussion vote adjust agenda if necessary. Do we need to adjust? We don't know. Hold on one second, Johnny. I don't see D, so I'm not sure if we're going to have a closed session or not. Johnny, what did you want to bring up?
You should table 17 and 18.
Okay, so there's a Johnny has out there that we should table 17 and 18.
I make a motion that we table number 17 and 18.
I'll second it.
Okay, there's a second and a motion. Any discussion on that? I'll do a roll call, directors. Okay, Director Garcia.
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson is absent so far, and Director Schoenberg is an aye, so that motion passes 4-0-0, 1 absent. 17 and 18 are tabled for now. And we may have to revisit tabling some things if D gets here. So, anything else that you see on the agenda? Okay, so we will move on for now. Item 3, I believe we have a member of the public. This is public comments. These are for items that are currently not on the agenda. We limit this to 5 minutes. Thank you. Are you interested in making a public comment?
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't have to give us your name. If you'd like to give us your name for the record, you can. It's not required.
I'm Rocio.
Okay,
And I just wanted to ask the member of the board if they can work on arrangement for payment. I'm on disability. I worked as a nurse for a long time, but I was a victim of a crime. And ever since then, I never went back to work. I want to see if you guys can reconsider the bill for August and September. I got charged and I was locked out in June. So I did receive a bill for, like I said, August and September.
okay, so you're asking for a payment plan for,
Well, reconsider the charges that I got for August and September, but a payment plan so that I can have my water turned back on.
and it's been turned off since June. Okay, and you guys have all the information that you need.
For that, yeah, and what,
I'm gonna turn it over to Tiffany for a moment just to give us details.
yeah, so. The bill, so she was locked up in June. She mistakenly got a bill in July. That July bill was a total of 91.62. So that's base rate plus 800 cubic feet of water usage. I did credit the 72.42, which would be the base rate.
Thank you.
And she's asking to consider crediting the remaining $19 that was charged for the 800 cubic feet of water since it was locked off.
In July, and then what about August and September?
There is no bill in August and September.
Oh, there isn't? Wait.
Yeah, I mean, because the bill was created right at the end of July, so it may look like the August bill, but yeah.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Go ahead,
Go
Joe.
ahead, Johnny.
So even though we typically don't do a payment plan when you're locked off, I'm gonna recommend that we do activate her water, put her on a payment plan. But not waive the $19 for the water, because although she was locked off, the water was still flowing through the meter and she was still using it. The shut off valve was faulty, so we have since changed it. Go ahead.
I'd like to volunteer to pay for the $19 balance of her bill. Start out with 0 and let's get going again. Clean slate.
It's not zero, it's only 19 for the usage. She goes,
So I'm willing to pay.
pay the 19.
Yes,
Cool.
Thank you very much.
absolutely. God bless
You
you.
guys don't have a, low income program, huh, for?
We do actually, it's just starting,
It's not a low income program, but you're gonna have your water turned back on. You'll get your monthly bill with the payment plan. Should you find yourself in danger of lock off, before that happens, when you get your tag, come see me. Because now we do have a grant in place where we can offer a one-time help towards your water bill. We just, brand new, we just got the grant, so.
we haven't
moving
started
forward,
it up
If you're
yet.
in need of it, or if you're ever close to lock off, make sure you contact us first and we can go ahead and help you that way.
Thank
With
you.
that one time.
And yeah, you just need to see us before you're locked off, because we do have a policy which, we're gonna vote on tonight, but, we do have a policy in place that theoretically, after you're locked off, we don't generally, you're required to pay everything, but because we have this new situation which hasn't started yet, and it's just starting, so I think what I would do is entertain a motion. I know one of our directors, aside from the water company, is doing something personally. But do we want to, I know Becky's not here, so it would just be, you three. Entertain a motion.
I will make a motion that we, allow Johnny this one time to, make a payment plan. So Rocio can get her water turned back on.
Actually, am I able to make that motion, or is that out of?
You can
Order.
direct us, as a board, you can direct us to,
You'll entertain.
Able to entertain it? Yeah.
as a board, if you all.
Even though it's just
say,
in the
"Go ahead
public
and do
comments,
it."
it doesn't have to be placed on the agenda for a motion?
Not for the, well,
Okay,
for a
and I
motion,
think
yes,
that
for
for
a
a
direction.
motion-
Okay, so I can't, so I can't entertain a motion, that's
No.
what I was asking.
Yeah.
So I could just entertain direction from the board to our general manager.
Yeah.
Go ahead and state what you want to happen.
I would like to see that our general manager, help, by, making a payment plan with this lady so that she can, get her water turned back on. And,
And Jerry's gonna
And
pay the
Jerry's-
$19. Well, that's very
That's
kind.
it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
but that's it.
I'm okay with that. You okay with that, Jerry?
Yeah, we're,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we are directing you, General Manager Allison, to work with our member of the public and figure out the payment plan, and then coordinate with Jerry for her $19.
Thank you
Okay.
all.
Are the, do the guys have?
Thank-
Okay.
I can take care of that after the meeting.
Yeah, we won't be able to do anything until Monday.
No problem. I'll be here.
Okay, great, thank you. That's not actually an official motion, but that takes care of you. So just work with Johnny and work with Jerry, and thank you very much for coming in.
God bless you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay,
Hope you feel better.
Well, I'll give you the payment plan.
thank you very much.
All right.
Thank all of you.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, Lisa.
Lisa, thank you, Lisa. And
Lisa
Terry.
Schoenberg. Terry.
Terry.
thank you, Terry.
Mhm.
And your, name, sir?
Brahma.
Brahma
From, thank you, from.
and Jerry.
Jerry,
Jerry, okay.
you're very welcome.
Thank you, and thank you to, what is your name?
Johnny,
John.
that's our manager.
Thank you.
Great, have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Good night. Okay, so on to the manager's report, item 4. We're gonna start with our
Was it?
report.
Okay.
We don't have a physical copy of, I think.
What?
He stopped doing
A long, like, 2 years ago. Thank you.
Oh,
Anyway. It's been a long time, but anyway, everything's going good. Jeff, new guy is going good. The front desk is going good. She's been coming in training half day as she still works at the library. Monday is gonna be when she starts here full time. She's given her 2 weeks. So far, she's been very professional and seems to be picking up good.
What's her name?
Melissa.
Melissa La Ferrer.
La Ferrera.
La Ferrera. Very professional lady, so far that's been going really good. The office was painted, there's just a couple of touch-ups on Monday. It was done very professionally, prep was real good, I know painting and did a good job. I'm gonna ask that you guys let me get a check cut, next week. He's a small business owner out of Lancaster, rather than wait. So for the $4,760, I'll get a check cut from Deborah when she comes in and then get a couple of signatures. Is it 2 or 3?
3.
Three?
Yeah, for 4,003.
So I'll get the 3 signatures and then I can pay him. And then, I'm gonna put on the agenda in 2 weeks, the estimate for the internal. He looked at that and gave me a quote on that, since he did a good job on the outside, so.
I'm gonna try to make a payment to you guys on Friday, okay? Like something, whatever, for Monday.
Other than that,
Yeah.
everything, at Pine One, we have a motor get burned out. I suspect it's another case of when Edison turned the power back on, they zapped it. But, it's a motor from time frame of 52 to 1964. They were been rebuilding, trying to keep alive.
It's as old as me.
It's not good anymore. It's gonna cost around $5,000 to get the new model installed and modified.
Yeah.
So it's cheap, so it's easier in the future.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm getting that done. And, I'll keep you guys posted on that, and that's what I got.
Can we use that 64?
Yeah, we've been trying for a long time.
Question, Johnny, when, Edison turned us all off and we had to run the, generators, how did they do in the field?
Everything's great. I mean, we don't have to turn on all the generators for, 8 or 10 hour shut off typically.
No, well,
Usually,
yeah,
we'll run like the yard, that one in the warm months, we have to run that one and that works great. But like Wolf Tank and, Well 5, we typically don't have to turn it on because the wells or the boosters don't have to run during that short period of time to
okay.
fill the tanks. But we test them every month and they run great. So.
Yeah, because I know we just had a couple of the shut-offs and I was just wondering,
Yeah, we've had no problems, and I have them, at 2 sites, I'm having them buried conduit right now as we speak, they may have finished today. So we could get P&J Electric to come in and pull the wires, so 2 will be hardwired, the yard doesn't matter. Wolf will just hook up manually when we need to. And Harrison, we probably won't have to anytime soon, but we'd have to be out of power for 3 or 4 days to make that necessary, maybe even longer, maybe a week and a half. So anyway, we're getting it done, it's taking our time and trying to save money by trenching it and laying conduit ourselves.
Excellent. When you say laying conduit, what are you laying?
4-inch electrical conduit. And the reason why I'm not gonna try to pull it myself is because each cable is like that big around. And trying to pull 4 of them through the
Oh,
conduit,
okay.
you gotta have the winch thing.
Right, mechanized.
Yeah, they're gonna have to modify with the cabinet at Well 5, to make it simple, right now where it connects, it's a cabinet about this deep. They're gonna extend it out about that deep So the cable can still be twist locked on, but they're hidden and enclosed.
Oh, good, good, good.
So so the tweakers can't see it.
Yes,
So that's the game plan, but.
excellent, good idea.
Thank you. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, before, any other questions for Johnny before we move on to Tiffany? And also, I've got some stuff that's in there from KV's, so, help yourself as we go through. There's
Thank
some, cheese.
Very nice,
sticks
thank
and
you.
Cinnamon sticks and chicken poppers.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so, let's see, so on to, Tiffany. You have some plates over there, Johnny?
I'm sorry?
I don't know if they brought plates, I don't know if you.
Looks like they brought plates, but we got them on top of the microwave too.
Perfect, okay. Perfect. Then Tiffany, 4A,
I think it's all agenda items.
and Mr.
I think I'm, good. Yeah.
Okay, so no additional report, so, anything for, yes, John?
So we back up when you're done to mine.
Yes, we're not, yeah, she doesn't have anything, so we're,
If you guys recall, the roof got blown off at Wolf Tank. I've
Yeah.
been trying to get roofers to come up, nobody would come. Finally, I called Gordon Construction, which is a local guy.
Yeah,
Very nice.
did our signs.
Yeah, very nice family. And, he goes, well, do you care what color it is? I said, be truthful, you can only see part of it from one angle when you're up there at the tank. He says, oh, well, he said, I could do slate gray so I could do it for $1,500. I said, let's do it. He's gonna do the whole roof. It's 3 squares, but do the whole roof for $1,500. And, so now I'm also gonna have him quote the booster house at Elm. But I already directed him to do the roof at Wolf. So
Okay, cool.
Worked out great.
That's what I was
Yeah.
asking you, if you'd gone see.
Oh, he's already handled it, you don't need me,
okay.
but I'm ready whenever you need me.
Perfect.
Okay, so, that's all. Item 4, sorry, item 5, standing committee reports, accounts payable committee.
We met, we went through invoices, Deborah cut checks. In the,
In the report.
yeah, in the
Gee.
financials, I wanted to say in the accounting.
Okay,
Got
state
two on there.
update meeting committee?
We did meet, but they're all gonna be covered under the agenda items, so we'll talk about each one separately.
Okay, item 6, ad hoc committee reports, planning committee,
Nope,
nothing happening, easements and deeds committee,
Nothing,
rate study committee,
nothing.
nothing.
bond book committee. Well, we kind of met today.
Yeah, we kind of met today because we got a wonderful invoice from, the USDA and, so we went through and made sure we had enough money in there and we do and, figured out what we're gonna need for next fiscal year.
Yeah, so that'll be in the, treasurer's report. Well, do we have?
That's kind of what we are right now, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have that
No.
Hey, they disappeared.
on here anymore.
Oh, no, because they're
No,
only
this
on
is
the first
first
meeting.
meeting.
Oh, okay, well then why don't we discuss that
Um,
here, because I'm saying we kind of
Right.
met because it wasn't, because we have a meeting today, we were
Right.
here early and we went over things, but we don't get paid extra for that or anything,
No.
but we did, figure everything out, so if you wanna go ahead and
Yeah.
report on that.
They come October, we'll have $117,758.36 in the account. Our bill is $116,228.75. So that leaves us, in that account at the end of, October, $1,529.61. What we will need for the coming April payments. And then.
So in April,
April.
it's interest
Only,
only,
right.
and so we,
And we need 40,000, what was it? I don't
I
remember.
didn't write it down, I have, it's in the drawer.
$40,913.75.
And then the interest for October is identical.
And we need
And then
80,000 for principal.
And then the principal, it is, 45,000 for loan 6, it's, 10,000 for loan 3,
25,
25 for loan 4, and
45.
45 for loan 6.
Six.
And so that totals to,
So we needed $120,913.75.
and we do, yeah,
So when we divided it into everything that we need, I will make a new payment plan starting November, for a, $13,485.63
And that'll,
a month.
and
And
that
that'll
will
put us-
completely cover us for our April interest. In fact, it's twice what we need for our April
okay,
interest. But when we roll over to October, we'll be fine as well.
Right.
And we also made a decision without you, but we think you folks will be fine with it, of keeping $100 in the bank from the extra that we had. So there was already an
There's-
excess
yeah.
of 100 and
No, there's
or
a
1,500. So we're gonna transfer back all of it but $100, but the $100 is a cushion because sometimes the bank makes a mistake and audits that account. And I forget what the amount is, but that way it's covered, so we don't get the whatever it is, the what's it called, where we overdraft. Because then when they do the audits incorrectly, then they always overdraft us as well. And so that way we at least have some money in the account, so it won't overdraft, and then we'll have to ask them for the money back. So,
Yes, and then also I did 2 transfers from the revenue operating into the district system. Emergency system. One for July taxes of $500.54. And the other one was for June taxes, $1,039.34.
for the taxes for the property,
So county revamped their whole system and they got really behind on the property tax, the standby fee. the
oh, so that's
delinquent,
money going
those.
back into the revenue.
So they sent us all the checks at once, but I couldn't find anywhere on there what check applied to what account.
Oh.
So I just deposited them as a total into revenue operating. And then Deborah perused them and figured it out. It was like way in the corner and she was smart. She figured it out. I didn't get it, but we figured out which account was which check. So then we had Terry put the correct stuff back into the distribution system emergency where they were supposed to go in the first place.
In the first place, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And in addition, we're going to meet again, but so we need to meet, first of all, to take that paperwork we made all the way to 2047. So we're gonna do another meeting to do that. And then once we have that all the way to 2047, we will then give the exact amount, the questions from the bond book. We're gonna go over that as well. So probably a couple more meetings, but we definitely need to have that paperwork. Right now it goes to 2029, I believe, or 2030 or something.
Yeah.
So it needs to go all the way through. And just so you know, our accounting was absolutely accurate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we actually got a bill from the federal government this time, which is an invoice.
And our
And we
numbers matched.
matched it and our numbers matched to the penny.
Good job.
Yeah,
Authorize the
Good job,
payment
lady.
for the purchase
we were very happy about
and,
that.
and probably,
We can hear you,
for
Dee, if you want to
payment for
mute.
some escrow fees too. Do you have any idea what that will be?
You can't hear us?
He's talking on his phone.
Well, I can mute it.
Yeah,
The
mute.
purchase
Yeah.
price is 134.
You-
Unmute.
So-
Okay, so that's the bond book committee and the employee handbook committee.
I have not met.
You have not met
No,
yet,
but I
but you were.
have talked to or emailed the attorney, sent him the handbook. He is sending that off over to the other place, wherever it's supposed to be. He will let me know when they're looked at it and ready to meet. And then I will let you know.
Beautiful. I love that.
And then I would like to entertain 5 minutes so that you guys can get food while it's still hot, snacks. And I'll Director.
I will
Nyman,
make a motion that we take
Our 5-minute
a
break
5-minute
now.
break. See, he needs.
Oh,
Second it.
you haven't even eaten it yet.
My sugar's low.
Low.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any issues with that? Okay, Director Garcia, Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelling.
Aye.
Director Gibson is still not here. Director Shepherd is an aye. That's 4-0-0-1 absent. We're just gonna break for 5 minutes to allow people to get a few snacks, and we will be right back.
Your timing was ladies first. My blood sugar just crashed.
Yeah, good thing.
Go get you something, hurry up.
Well, get up, it's 5 minutes.
Cause we don't need you crashing too.
Crashing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a
Okay, we're good.
job walk a couple weeks ago.
Okay, we're restarting this meeting. Time is 4:28. And we are on Deborah now for financial business, item number 7. Discussion vote on account payable and financial information. Deborah, you're on.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So we prepared a total of 19 checks out of the revenue operating account for total of $25,280.96. There were 2 extraordinary disbursements that include a disbursement to Griffith Company for $5,205.19. There were 5 invoices included in that payment. And then Kern Brothers Trucking, $6,867, and there were 3 invoices included in that disbursement. And that's all I have.
Okay,
Thank you, Deborah. And you heard about the check that we need to cut.
Next week,
Okay. I make a motion that we pay our bills and that we also approve the check for the painting in the amount of
4,000.
700, I got it under desk. $4,760
$4,760
to Garcia Painting.
to Garcia Painting.
No
That
relation.
that Deborah will cut the check this week and Johnny will bring around the
3.
check for 3 signatures.
Do I hear a second? Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion before I do a roll call? Okay, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Nyman,
I
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Gibson is not here, and Director Trevor is an aye. That motion passes 4-0-0-1 absent.
Who was the
And-
second?
Garcia.
Oh, was
yeah.
it silent? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Silent, yeah.
And so our bills are paid, and I think we don't need Deborah for,
well,
do
we're
we
gonna,
need her for the anything else?
well, we're doing the resolution.
The banking?
The banking.
Oh, the banking resolution, okay, so stick around for a minute, Deborah.
absolutely.
Okay, well, so we're now on item 8, which is that discussion vote on resolution FP 20250925-01, resolution for change of officers of the district, authorize the banking.
Do you want me to go over what?
Yes, can you go over the differences?
Other than the date, there's no differences on the first page. If you look at the second page, under that first section of district accounts, I added the customer assistance grant fund account.
Okay,
So that one was added. And I changed the name, the very last account, FPPUD well number 8 and pipeline replacement project. Was
Excellent.
changed.
Okay,
I changed. If you look at the bottom paragraph of that page for the resolve, I changed the credit limit since we upped my credit limit. So it used to be $1,000, now it's 5. Keep
Okay.
going.
Keep
and
going.
yeah,
Okay. Now here, you can change it. I went out on my own. Third page, second paragraph. It used to say
front
the
desk.
front desk to contact the bank about issues. But it really doesn't make sense because they don't know it and I end up talking to the bank anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I put my name in there to
Good job.
ask questions about the bank or whatever.
Okay,
No problem, right?
inquiries regarding the operating account, yeah, okay.
And that's the
And-
only changes.
Are you currently able to see the statements? Because I had the front desk also being able to see just the revenue, operating revenue.
It wasn't in,
The
all I
last,
changed was the name for that particular.
it dropped off
so-
somehow because between I think we dropped it off kind of on. I don't know, it dropped off.
Yeah.
Do we want to add that? Because I think it is helpful in case Deborah's not here and there's a question from the front desk or whatever, that somebody be able to look at the revenue operating.
As long as Tiffany's got, view, that's what matters. If it gets to that point, she's always involved. I mean, I don't care if they have.
Well, right now, there's no one. Do you want it at the front
Probably
desk or
Deborah.
do you want
Like I said, it doesn't,
Liz
at this
Deborah?
point, from what we've learned from the past few people, it doesn't make sense to do that for the front desk.
Because basically,
But
we would just go in as the admins and just change it as view only, so it's not like you
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
anything. And it would just be a view only of our And so that in case Deborah's not here, you would be able to actually see without going into the bank, the operating revenue.
Yeah, that's
account.
fine.
Okay, so it's the old wording is a ways back
So
probably,
just
but
add
just
the,
add the old
it's
wording.
probably allowed to view.
Allowed to
online.
view, yeah, the
Okay,
operating revenue account.
Yeah,
and view only.
Because that used to be the front desk at some point, and then they were authorized to do the phone inquiries. Okay,
and that's it.
that's it, so I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion, that we approve, the resolution FP 2025-09-25-01 in the matter of FPPUD financial accounts held at California Bank and Trust, board position, account signers, and account designations with, the changes that, of adding, Tiffany to be able to view and print only on the revenue operating account.
View, print, and do inquiries, which it already says.
It already says inquiries.
Is there a,
Second, I'll second.
okay, so I have a motion, a second, any questions, issues, anything before we take a roll call? Okay, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson is not here, Director Schoenberg is an aye, that motion passes 4-0-0, one absent. And so we have passed resolution FP 2025-0925-01. Okay.
Good night, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thanks.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Deborah.
Okay, item 9, discussion vote on policy for customer assistance grant funds. That should be 9 in your book. And there's a policy, I don't know if we want to read this out loud.
It's short, the second, page is a form.
Yeah. Someone wanna read?
Okay, customer assistance grant policy purpose. The purpose of this policy is to establish guidelines for the use of grant funds awarded to the Frazier Park Public Utility District to assist eligible customers in paying past due water bills and preventing discontinuation of water service. Policy 1, eligibility. Assistance is available only to residential customers with active district accounts that are in arrears and at risk of service interruption. And second, the customer must submit a request for assistance to the district office prior to the service disconnection. 2, limitations. Assistance may be granted once per fiscal year, July 1 to June 30th per account. Assistance is available to residential water service only. Customers will be assisted with past due balance up to $300. Subject to the availability of funds and will be distributed on a first come, first served basis until grant funds are exhausted. 3, application process. Customers must complete a district provided assistance request form. The general manager or designee will review applications and approve funding in accordance with this policy. Approved assistance will be applied directly to the customer's district account. No funds will be issued directly to the customer. 4, non-transferability. Assistance is not transferable and may not be applied to accounts other than the one for which it was approved.
Effective.
Effective date. The policy is effective as of September 25th, 2025, and shall remain in effect until grant funds are depleted or the policy is amended by the board of directors.
That's great.
I'm just looking at the report
Go for it.
for typos or
So-
anything.
One question. It says per account. I guess that just would be per address, so I guess that,
Yeah.
For
that-
residential account number, it says on the form,
okay.
and up to a maximum of 300.
Okay,
Take my account.
I think it, you did a great job.
So too. Good job, as always.
Yeah.
I shouldn't take credit.
So,
Well, you can take it.
Okay, I'll take it.
So I make a motion
There's nothing-
that we approve the customer assistance grant policy
I'll second that.
and its form, yeah.
There's a motion and a second to approve the policy and the form that accompanies it. Are there any questions or any things we need to discuss before we take a vote?
The only thing I was gonna say is, we were talking about how to notify customers and we had, Pam gave us the idea to put it on the red tags. Are you okay? I was just gonna put this on the red tag, so I don't have to write up something different.
Yeah, I would think you would put this in the application, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that would just do that, do it double sided, to the application on the back,
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
easy.
good. So that's what it will attach it. It's coming up pretty quick.
yeah,
Mhm.
that sounds good.
Sounds good.
yeah, I'll have to be home. for-
Okay, anything else?
Okay.
Roll call directors, Director Garcia,
I'll do-
Director Nyman,
Aye,
Director Kelly.
All right,
Director Gibson is absent, Director Schummer said aye, that motion passes 4-0-0, 1 absent. And so we now have a customer assistance grant. Policy and form, so that's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was our financial business, we're now moving on to unfinished business. Dee, do we have a closed session that we need?
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
You're echoing because I believe you have two different, you're on here twice.
Okay, can you hear me now?
yes.
Yes,
Okay, yeah, I don't know, anyway, I'm getting that feedback too. No, we're okay. Don't need a closed session.
Okay, I make a motion that we table, 10 and 11, until the next regular meeting.
I'll second that.
okay, I have a motion and a second. Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Nyman,
Aye,
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson is absent, Director Schummer is an aye. That motion passes 4-0-0, 1 absent. We will table the closed session items 10 and 11. So with that, we are on to item number 12. Discussion vote update on Fraser Park Lake of the Wood Consolidation Planning Project. 12A, discussion vote on timeline and budget, and some items did come up during the state update meeting. Do you want to talk about that, Dee?
There's, well, I'm getting an echo here.
Yeah, that's because you need to turn your audio completely, not just turn it on, not just turn it down, but you need to disconnect audio on one of those two feeds. You have two separate Zoom feeds.
let me see.
So one of them needs to, I don't know if you're using audio for one and image for the other, but you can't have audio on both.
No, they're both, it's muted on the other one.
It doesn't matter if you mute, it'll still, you can't
Oh, you said-
mute, you have to actually disconnect audio. That's the little 3 dots somewhere at the bottom of your screen probably. And is there a reason you're on here twice? Are you not, is audio not working on your computer?
Yeah, why don't I'll tell you what, let me leave the meeting and I'll come back on, and try to solve this problem with this echo. I'll be right back.
Okay.
See you later.
But you could actually be on with both and just disconnect audio on one and it'll work fine. It's in the little 3 dot menu item. Or not.
He's still there because I think he's got his phone and his computer going.
Which you can't do, because we'll just keep getting feedback. We're just gonna hold for a minute and wait for Dee to come back on, but I'm not sure how he's doing this. Need be for just about everything, so coming up. Okay, so D, you're still on twice though, so you still have the same issue unless you disconnect audio on one of them.
How is it now?
He sounds okay.
Yeah. I
Do
think,
you have your phone and your
Uh,
computer on?
no. Are you getting an echo?
No, it's fine.
No,
Yeah,
just, let's go ahead and move on, and then if we have a problem.
Go ahead, D, so we're on 12A, discussion vote on timeline and budget.
there are no changes on budget, no changes on timeline.
Didn't we talk about?
No.
Can you hear me?
No. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no changes.
Okay.
B.
12B, discussion vote on the acquisition and development of well number 9, an additional booster and tank site properties, certificate of compliance, fund adjustment, purchase and sales agreement.
Before we move on, Lisa, I got a couple questions for D on the project budget.
Thought we
I-
did, okay.
D, can you hear me?
But,
Yeah, I can hear
yes,
you, Carlos.
Okay, you know how I asked you for like a breakdown of the project budget and you sent me that budget that you had, but that was mostly for your work.
Yes.
So my question is, like, the way we have it broken down on the allowance sheet that I send with the claims, we have section 4A planning, and that kind of breaks down all the admin budget, legal, consolidation engineering, consolidation MSR, and consolidation legal. We had 2 legal budgets. So that's what I need to know, is how much money went into any of those other budgets, or did we put it all in consolidation engineering?
Good question.
And
Uh,
then
yeah,
we know that we increased the engineering design budget. So I got that, but the only thing I need to know is if we broke it up in the 4A planning, which is, because I know it increased to $236,953, but I don't know how much money went into each of those tasks. So if we can, do you have that, or?
well, I thought I'd sent you the detail, really the detail that I have, but it's obviously not what you need. Why don't we, right after the meeting, Carlos, let's talk on the phone, and I'll put together whatever you need.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
okay, was that it, Carlos? Or-
Lights on.
Yeah, that's it.
I heard someone else speaking, was that a mistake?
No, just keep going.
Okay, 12B, discussion vote on acquisition development of well number 9, additional booster and tank site properties. Etc.
Okay, well, we're in escrow. Our purchase price is $134,110. The only other fees that we have to pay would, our obligations are, an amount, the escrow fee, and I don't have those numbers right now, but they're not gonna be anything compared to the total purchase price. And then, the title policy, again, we have to, pay that. And then we do have a change of ownership report, which is also fairly minor. I think we put on the 134,110, I think we'll put a $10,000 deposit in, for earnest money into escrow. I think that's correct, right, Johnny?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So, you know, I've got to call into our escrow officer to get an idea of what those other fees might be. But do we need to resolve to authorize an amount to close escrow at this meeting? Because if we do, I think, if we authorize $140,000, that's gonna be enough, considering that we already paid 10.
When does escrow have to close, Dee?
October 14th.
October 14th?
Let me
Okay,
check,
so-
let me look at my,
Yeah, not
13th.
ninth meeting.
it's the 13th. 13th.
The 13th.
We have
That's a
another
Monday.
meeting on the 9th.
So we would just have to have the total amount and we could approve and have as long as you give the amounts to, Tiffany for Deborah, we could have the checks cut and ready for the 9th, and we approve it on the 9th, and then,
But if escrow closes on the 13th, does it have to be in the bank before the 13th?
It has to be,
Because there's no way to get it in the bank by the 13th. Well, I could take it down on Friday. Friday the 10th.
yeah, the banks
It's
tend to
got that
hold
term.
that.
Or Monday is the 13th.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in by the 13th.
It needs to be in the bank before the 13th or on the 13th?
Well, it has to be paid into escrow on the 13th. Let me check the details and see
On the
just
13th, on the
what we
13th.
need to do.
By the 13th and on the 13th.
okay, I make a motion that upon receiving the information from Dee of the breakdown of each purchase price and the cost, what needs to be made, that we approve that total, which would not exceed $140,000, and if, and that the checks would be cut if we needed to send it prior to the 9th, or have Johnny take it before the 9th, that he come around and get 3 signatures.
But yeah, you're gonna give us the exact amount, because usually at escrow close, they give that amount and then you hand them the check.
Right.
So are you going to know that amount ahead of time? Because we don't wanna give them a check for more than.
No,
than it
I'm not
is.
saying to give it. I said upon finding out what the exact
But you may
amount.
not know until the close of escrow. Are you gonna know that information before the 13th, Dee? The
I-
amount?
I'm gonna, we should know what the escrow fee will be. The cost of title policy, we'll know that. And then the preliminary change of ownership report is a really minor thing to do, but I think we can get those numbers fairly quickly, and I've got to call into our escrow officer to see if I can get those exact.
Yeah, because normally, like I said, at the close of escrow, you would sign and hand over a check.
Well, so if he gets those numbers, you can cut the check like Brahma is recommending. I'll get all the signatures, and then if it needs to be turned over like that, then I'll drive it down. I'll be there on that Monday to give it to escrow. If not, I'll give it to Dee ahead of time. So
Well, as I
we'll
say,
work it
I think
out.
on the 9th we can approve all of it, but
But then we got no time at that point. If it has to be deposited.
Right, but you're saying you could drive it down to the escrow.
On Friday, if that could still be handed.
I don't
I
think,
like Brahma's idea. We'll still do it the same way. We'll still deliver it on that Friday, but if something changes, then it has to be deposited beforehand.
That would be not the correct one, yeah, okay.
well, I don't think, like, I agree with you that escrow closes on the 13th. And that's when you get, then after the 13th or after is when you go and you sign the papers and you do your
Usually on the day of the closing.
Right.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't have no,
it's never before.
I didn't have no check over. Everything was in an impound account when I bought my house in escrow, and then they refunded any money that was left over after I bought my house.
Well, they can do that too.
As I said, nothing was handed over on the
But
day of
you
escrow.
financed your house, and that's the reason it was in the, we're not financing.
But anyway, so this is getting more complicated than it need to be. I mean, it's gonna be a fixed amount anyway, that's going to an escrow company, so there's no risk of this going south, so.
I'm just saying that fixed amount is not gonna be the correct, unless the.
But I was
it's
saying that
whatever
we
the
don't
board
cut,
wants to do.
I was just saying in my motion that we don't cut the check till we get the information.
So that way,
and
if we
so
get the information.
We
sooner-
if we get the information sooner, then we can cut the check.
Okay.
And then it can be signed for,
Okay.
because we know the exact amount.
Is there a second to, Director Nyman's motion?
I'll second it.
Well, I have to make a friendly or ask, because I need to know, because I gotta transfer money.
Right,
Or no
Oh,
check is gonna
okay.
be good.
Okay. Let me remake the motion. I move that we approve the funds for the close of escrow prior to our meeting on the 9th. If we have the information for the exact amount, that we're able to cut the checks for escrow and get the 3 signatures so Johnny can take them down. And at that time, Terry will be contacted with the amounts so she can transfer from the long-term account, the CIP account.
Second again?
Yeah.
This-
Except
He
the
he redid
friendly
He didn't
I'll
even do a
second-
friendly
I'll
amendment, he
I'll
redid
second
the
that.
motion.
again.
Okay, so we have a motion, a second. Are there any questions, concerns? Okay, roll call directors, Director Garcia.
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelling.
Aye.
Director Schoenberg, aye. Motion passes 4-0-0 with one absent. Director Gibson.
Can I ask a question though, of Dee,
Yes.
since we're on this topic? And this is just a concern. I know we're working on the certificate of compliance for the lot line adjustment. What happens if we bought this property, but that's not completed? Is that gonna be a problem? Once
No.
we've.
Yeah, you don't have it as a condition of escrow right now.
Yeah, no, it won't be a problem. We, we will start processing the certificate of compliance once we close escrow.
And that's an additional amount that we'll need to come up with.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Another 10,000.
Okay, anything else? Otherwise, I'm gonna move on to 12C. Okay, 12C, discussion vote on LAFCO. So you wanna just inform us, since most people were not at, or not everyone was at the state update meeting, you wanna inform us of what happened during the LAFCO hearing, Dee?
Yep, we had our hearing before the commissioners to authorize or to accept our sphere of influence map, and to increase our sphere of influence from what it is now to the new property boundary. And the commissioners voted in favor of our proposal, and I think there's about a 30-day waiting period. So someone could appeal if they wanted to. There was really no opposition. Joan spoke in favor of it, and really thank you for that, Joan. And so we're moving ahead with the sphere of influence amendment, and we just have to wait for that 30-day period to time out.
Okay, any question? Yes, Tiffany.
And LAFCO did email us, with the resolutions, 2 resolutions, one approving the MSR, one approving the SOI.
Cool. And
And that'll be on the 9th or,
No, they emailed us their resolutions approving it.
oh, okay. Oh,
LAFCO,
oh, LAFCO.
Later
right.
is the official resolution.
yeah, LAFCO's
Okay.
resolution, so we have a copy of their signed resolution.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Okay, anything else on, 12, C? Okay, 12D, discussion vote on the memorandum of understanding. Do we have anything new on the memorandum of understanding? Otherwise, we will keep it on here for us to discuss, but there was some discussion at the state update meeting about, when that would take place, whether it would take place in the construction phase or before, and I don't think we absolutely came to a resolution on that, but it's gonna require further, discussion, I believe.
I thought we determined that we would, once we got the construction funding, though we knew it was gonna go through, that's when we would start working on the MOU. Because we can't do it
There
prior
were
to
some-
that, because we gotta make sure that we are getting the funding.
Right, but there were some questions about that.
Well, that was gonna be one of the conditions of the MOU being approved was upon receiving
That's what I'm
funding.
saying, well, so there's no reason to start it till we get.
Have
the
a great
construction
weekend,
funding.
guys.
See you later.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Anyone from Lake of the Woods have anything with that, or can I just move on?
Just that we're gonna have a meeting next week and, Joan and I did talk with Ruben today about,
Uh-oh,
all of,
we can't understand you, Pam.
You're breaking up.
isn't it? I'm so sorry.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
We can hear you fine, Joan.
Hi. Okay, so we had a conversation with Ruben today to get some clarification on the steps of the annexation, the MOU, all of that sort of a thing. Trying to make sure that we understand what order all of this stuff comes in. And Pam and I are going to have to email him some information, and he's going to have to look at that and get back to us.
How
So
come we weren't part of the conversation with
Yeah.
Ruben?
I'm sorry.
How come we weren't part of that conversation with Ruben?
Well, it kind of came on the spur, and we were trying to figure out what the MOU and when is an annexation and exactly what is an annexation. For example, if LAFCO approves the application for the annexation, does that mean it's a said done and the done deal then, or what are the steps on it so we could understand it? So it was just for informational purposes.
Yeah, I think that that's really important, Lake of the Woods, for us to be present at as well, because we actually have gone over that a number of times, not with Ruben. And we certainly would have liked to hear whatever he said on that, because we went over this at depth, at length a few years ago, 5 years ago, I don't know, when we first started, or whenever the discussion happened in the pre-planning, because originally this was discussed in pre-planning, then it was discussed at the beginning of the planning, and it's been quite a few years now on both. So, but I do think it's really important that we be a part of that, because we are also a part of the MOU, and we are also a part of the annexation. So I would hate to have him saying one thing to you and something else to us.
Okay, well, we can solve that real easy, because the things that we talked with Ruben about, we're supposed to put that in an email form to him as questions, and then he will consult with whatever peoples that he has to consult with on the answers. And why don't we just include you guys in all of that email?
Well, you can't include
Just include,
all of us, but you could include the ad hoc, and then I guess we'll have to bring it.
you can include Brahma and Lisa
Okay,
and Johnny. And
And does-
Tiffany.
and D?
And
And
you-
Dee.
And
Dee.
And Carlos if possible.
And Carlos,
And
okay.
Carl.
It's a party. All right, we will include everybody.
It's a
Thanks,
party.
guys.
Can you guys hear me
Okay,
now?
thank-
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, We can
Yeah,
take it
you sound
Yeah.
perfect now.
And honestly, Ruben didn't know the exact, timeline of the annexation. He asked around and everyone had a different answer for him. So he wants to
And
get it
there's some-
straight too, guys.
And there's some real concerns because he may say one thing, but our whole issue and why we went round and round and round and round on this is that normally the annexation happens at the same time as the SOI. We're not willing, and are still not willing. Of course, that's already a done deal, but now the annexation happened at the same time because we cannot go forward with an annexation to our understanding, and we had talked to we had talked to LAFCO at one point, and I don't think you were, I don't remember if Lake Lois was part of that meeting, but it's quite a long time ago, but we had talked to LAFCO because we had some real concerns that if we completely followed through with the annexation, that the annexation was a done deal, and that we needed to have funding before that point.
Right. And that's what I told him, welcome to the belated meeting that he missed because that was our concern. Both Fraser Park and Lake of the Woods were concerned about funding and water. And so where do we put that information in? Is it in the MOU? Is it going to be in the agreement with them? He did talk that he felt like it was going to be in the agreement that we need to have water. So he did request for Joan and I to put everything down in writing so he could clear it with legal. So that's what we're going to do.
And my understanding from when we had those discussions with LAFCO was that those were the conditions that we were able to put in the MOU before the annexation took place, that it was contingent upon us getting funding. And, of
And
course, some
water.
of the other things
Yeah,
originally, plus you having meters and you updating your system. So that was the main thing on that, so.
And
Yeah,
I thought those
that-
things were, I thought those things were included in the MOU already, that it was contingent upon getting funding and having.
But Carlos, we've not finished the MOU.
But we
did
haven't
an initial MOU,
I-
and then it's years down the
Well,
road.
we've never
now.
executed that.
I know
Correct.
it's not finished, but I know that language was in the MOU that it said we
Yes.
need funding.
Right.
It
And
was
then,
in the
when-
original that we.
When I was gonna submit the original application years ago, LAFCO said that application was good for like a year, and if we didn't have funding at that time, then we can file an extension for like another year. So it's not like, we're gonna submit the application and it's gonna go into effect right away. We can still file extensions on it, but it'd be nice to, to have those meetings and get it all hashed out. But just giving my
Right.
thoughts of what I remember.
Well, even
Okay.
Jesse had brought up the state meeting. He's like, well, we don't want to, they're not going to give us funding if they don't feel like there's something in writing that we're going to annex. And so it's like, which comes first, the chicken or the egg, guys? We need to know, like, is it MOU signed off? Do you annex then? And then do we do the transfer of assets once construction is done? And that's when you guys take us over, or once you guys annex us, are we now your customers? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really confusing on the process.
The
And
thing
I
is,
think
Pam, that the MOU can come at any point, but like I said, if the MOU is not in place, then you can't access the funding, because for the Lebec project, we got the funding agreement, and the MOU wasn't
Done.
finalized like till a couple months after we got the funding agreement. So we just couldn't go out to bid until the MOU was in place.
Agreed.
So
But
we
then
can
when you
get a
say the
funding
word,
agreement before we have everything in place, it's just we can't access the funds.
right, you can get the agreement in place, you just can't access the funds until the MOU's in. I think we all well, at least I understand that timeline. It's just the word annex. Once you say you were annexed, where is that? Is that before construction's done, after construction's done? You know what I mean? Like, when do we dissolve? Because during construction, that's when we find out if we got water.
Yeah, I think the annexation would happen probably after the construction, because right now we have an MOU in place between Lebec and Fraser Mountain High School, but they're not technically annexed yet because the project's not done yet.
Yeah, so we just needed something clear that, because I think we wanted some direction from Ruben. So we just asked that question. It was brought up at the state meeting as well. Jesse didn't
And
know
I
either.
think it needs to be in writing because otherwise we'll go round and round and round. So yes, I think we
Yeah.
probably need something from the state in writing.
Okay, so we'll include
So-
you guys in those conversations. It was
Thank you so much.
text, it was an email to him and he just called us randomly today, so.
Okay, moving on, I think unless there's anything else on that, let's move on until we have some of the email and the discussion in place. And we can have a joint meeting, we just need to know ahead of time so that we can call for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so, so 12E, a discussion vote on Lake of the Woods projects and consolidation.
Okay, nothing new on the 5 million. DFA hasn't reached out anymore. Carlos, I sent that email to include you in the future. Well, number 4, the results for September just came in today, and our iron and manganese is the same as last month. It's less than 100 for iron and less than 20 for manganese. Blending station samples for August were 3.6. And for fluoride, they were 1.1. We just got our well soundings done today. And so from last month, they dropped 2.5, but then they're also up 3 feet, depending on the well. January 2023, they're up 7.5 feet to 26.5 feet. And January, they're 2024, they're down 2 feet to 6.5 feet. I just wanted to make a note too, because I did hear on your last meeting about your electricity bill being like 8,000. Just point of reference for our electricity bills for you guys in the future, they're around 1,500 to 2,200 per month, just for all of ours. So it's pretty low. So if you're looking at the budget for the future, PFAS, well, number 7 showed above the reporting levels for PFBS. And so we're on continued quarterly monitoring and CCNR reporting. And that's it.
Thank you, Pam. Okay, any
You're
questions for
welcome.
Pam on Lake of the Woods?
Nope.
Okay, moving on, 12F, claim 51, was originally 58, now everything's been consolidated to 51. Do you want to talk about that, Carlos?
Okay.
Yeah, for board of directors fees, we had a total of $450. Staff recovery costs came out to $62.37. We had an invoice from D. Jasper and Associates for engineering admin, and that is invoice 25-00816, totaling $1,710. We had an invoice from Young and Woolridge, and that one totaled $97.50, and that's invoice 126455. And then we had an invoice from LAFCO that Tiffany just sent me, so I added it to claim 51, and that was for a total of $1,620.34. And then we had another invoice. Well, we had 2 invoices, one from D. Jasper and Associates and one from Tom Dodson. And that was for environmental work. And the first invoice is 25-00815. And the other invoice is FP-081-7. And that totaled $1,820. So the total for claim 51 is $5,760.21.
Okay. So you added up,
He added one invoice.
okay.
Well,
Okay, I'll make
it came
a
in
motion.
it came as one invoice, but it's got like 2 different costs because one cost was for was it, how much was it? $1,120.34, and that was for like all the printing and posting and stuff, publication. And then the other one was for Board of Equalization fees, and that was for $500. But it came in one invoice.
Okay. Just to put on the record, so we originally had, claims 50 through 57. And all those claims that we had approved prior, on the record, when we resubmitted that as claim 50, so all those were added into one major claim and has gone out as claim 50. So those 7 claims became the one claim 50. Now this next claim is claim 51. So just so that everybody's aware, because we've been approving prior to the execution of the funding agreement of getting the amendment done. So,
And just an FYI, I still haven't gotten the signed forms for these claims, so.
Yeah, you're gonna send him tonight, Lisa.
I'm signing them tonight, Carlos.
Okay,
she's
thank you.
signing them tonight, and I make a motion that we approve claim 51 in the invoices that Carlos has stated in the amount of $5,760.21.
Do I hear a second to the
I'll
motion?
second that.
Okay, I have a motion, a second. Any questions, concerns? Discussion? Okay. Okay, roll call directors, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Hi.
Director Gibson is absent, Director Chambers and I, that motion passes 4-0-0 with 1 absent. And so that will be for claim 51, and then I'll be signing the previous claims. So we are on to item 13, discussion vote update on the FPPUD meter replacement project, emergency well supply project. That's only on here while we're waiting to receive money from our very last claim. So I don't think we've received anything yet, but I'm sorry, and we're leaving it on the agenda in order to make sure that we don't forget to keep checking on that.
And just a note, there was a invoice from D that did not get put into the claims. There, it was the for final,
Yeah, $190.
like $190. So we're gonna have to eat that. So,
I thought we had a whole discussion about that previously,
well,
and D said he wasn't gonna put that in, but okay.
well, so we got an invoice here that came for the closing out of the project,
Okay.
and that did not make it into the claim, so. Just for,
We can't do it. It's too late.
so we can't do it because it's closed out. But in the future, we need to make sure that invoice, when we're closing out a
We had
project,
a discussion about it
yeah.
a month ago, but
Anyways, that's it, we can move on.
okay, so. Alright, so item 14. Discussion vote update on well number 8 and pipeline replacement project. 14A, engineering and design. Where are we at on that, D?
We're moving ahead with the specifications. Plans, I believe, are 90% right now. So that is, we're moving it as fast as we can. Let me see, Ruben sent us somewhat of a packet of information that we have to put together for the grant. And we're working on that as well. So just trying to push everything forward so we can get this thing financed as soon as possible.
And
Okay.
I did reach out to Ruben, and he's gonna check and see if we can submit the same TMF assessment package that we have for the pipeline replacement project
Oh,
for
that's great.
the
Yeah.
other one. So we'll see what he has to say about that. If not, then all we'll have to do is just update the one we already have and change it up a little bit if he wants a whole new one.
Okay. And
So
some,
just to,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to update that we have good news. Just so everyone's aware, we did receive a letter from the State Water Resource Control Board. And it says preliminary funding award notification, Fraser Park Public Utility District, Well 8 and Pipeline Replacement Project, Expedited Drinking Water Grant Funding Program Round 5. And it gives the project number EDWG-1510007-003. See, it says, Dear Ms. Schoenberg, your request for funding from the Division of Financial Assistance for the project has been given preliminary approval. The project has been reviewed by division staff and determined to be eligible for funding per the Expedited Drinking Water Grant Program guidelines, as adopted by the State Water Board on March 8th, 2023 in the state fiscal year 2025-26 Drinking Water State Revolving Fund intended use plan. Therefore, the division has transferred the application to the EDWG program. Funding is contingent upon submission of the requested information, execution of a grant agreement. The purpose of this funding is to drill a new well 8 and replace approximately 24,000 linear feet of pipeline and appurtenances within the district. The project has an overall cost estimate of approximately $20,727,442. So we've been basically approved.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, so the only thing I want to bring up about this is that it says that we have to have a resolution adopted. So we have to have, it has to be done within 30 days of this letter. So the letter is dated as the 18th of September. So we have to have a resolution in prior to the 18th of October. So we're gonna have to do the resolution on the 9th.
Is that on our?
It's on our, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then whatever you need to submit, Dee, I'm assuming that's the package that Ruben sent you, that you need to submit to them?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're on top of it, because it says that if we don't submit the stuff that we could lose the funding. So we need to make sure that happens.
Okay, and I got another little update. Audrey got back to me and she stated that we can't use what we have left for design in the CTA for the Well 8 portion of the project. So
Great.
Can or cannot?
no, we cannot.
Oh, cannot.
No, we can't. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Great.
you'll have to continue to use the planning funding for that.
So, yeah, so you're just gonna use
So we are able to use the planning fund.
yeah, we're using the planning funding. So he's got to get it done prior to this application.
Yeah, because we've been using for all the Well 8 stuff, we've been using the engineering admin consolidation engineering
Right.
stuff. So I don't know if there's enough budget for that, but I know Dee added some budget to that, so hopefully it's enough. If not, then we'd have to include it in construction funding, and Dee would have to sit on it. But if there's enough, then hopefully there's enough.
Well, we'll do what we can do, and the issue is let's get the project done.
Yeah.
No, that's
Right, Dee, but we don't want to run into a situation like we just did with a lot more money where we have to cover it because we're not able to fund it. So we just need to make sure that we're really on the same page with everything that goes in. beforehand, like that we're, monitoring that amount. Because, eating $190 is not a big deal, but if it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, it may be a big deal.
We'll try to
It will
keep
be.
under that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, anything else on 14A and B we kind of talked about as well. There isn't really anything else right now that we can do on the project application until we do that resolution.
Right, so we have to have, Dee has to do his work, and have it in before the 18th of October, just as we have to get our resolution in, so we need to make sure that both of those things happen, and we can't be late on it.
Right, acknowledged by everybody.
We'll push it. Remember to push on the 9th.
Okay. So item 15, discussion vote on the rate study.
You want me to?
Sure.
So, I guess Johnny and I had a Teams meeting with Jeffrey to go over some of the initial rate study stuff. He sent us a list of documents that he needed. I think I've gotten through about half the list, sent it to him. We've had a lot of back and forth, so I know he's very actively working on that part of the rate study. I did ask him a little bit about the timeline. He's looking at maybe having the public hearing by the end of December, so best case scenario, public hearing at the end of December, possibly having the rates ready for January 1st, but realistic scenario, we're looking at probably by February 1st.
Okay.
Okay, any questions, discussion?
We're raising rates again.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a rate study to see if we can raise rates and then we have to.
Yeah, our previous
Because
rate
it all
study
has
has
to-
expired or will expire this next.
It expires in
Yeah.
January.
Well, it's kind of,
Typical every 5 years deal.
But the thing is that it all has to get voted on and we have to count all those votes and everything before.
yeah,
It's not
Right,
gonna
and-
happen by January, basically.
well, I mean, that
I-
was if everything goes perfectly, but of course, there's always hiccups, so, but by February 1st, that's only a month.
Yeah, so we just missed out on a month of
You know,
whatever the rate increase might be, but
Every 5 years.
Yeah,
if it goes,
he just told me, he told me today, I don't know if this is the same information he told you, Tiffany, but he said that we're targeting November 13th for the approval of the study and Prop 218 would start November 14th. Is that the same
Yeah,
info he
so-
gave you, Tiffany?
I think so, yeah, and because that puts the public hearing at the end of December, so that's the same timeline, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Come on, we're already in.
Yeah, I mean, he's emailing me all day, every day, so I know he's working on it.
Okay.
yeah,
I'll let
but
that-
we'll need to get Deborah involved with that, so,
I mean, eventually, right now, it's just a lot of
yeah, okay.
getting him the required documents.
Okay. Item 16, discussion vote on parcel B water tank replacement.
I don't know why we even
No.
still got that on there really, but
We can take it off until I hear anything, it's so few and far between.
yeah, I mean, if we hear something from a new grant, then that would be great. We could add it, but if not, we're hoping to do it with the Lake of the Woods project, so. There's no reason to have it as a line item right now.
It's because county is trying to fund it.
Yeah, it's up to you though.
But-
You're the one that manages the agenda.
I mean, if we do finally hear something, it'll either be an agenda item or it'll be under my report, so.
Yeah.
So why doesn't it be under your report first and then we can make it an agenda item?
Well, if,
first?
depending on what it is, I'm saying if it's just.
But
an
if we need to
update,
vote
it's
on
under
something,
my-
then we would have to.
Yeah,
wait.
but. they would
Tiffany's in
tell
charge
me.
of the agenda. You could always add it if it becomes an issue, so.
Okay, so I would say, if the board's in
Yeah, that's
agreement,
fine.
yeah, huh.
yeah, remove it until you hear something.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Carlos, thank you, Dee. You can,
Welcome.
Thank you guys. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Okay, I'm doubting we're gonna take a recess because we already took a 5 minute.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to new business, item 17, just, and 18 got,
Tabled.
tabled. Item 19, discussion on final change to .gov emails.
You guys wanted to let me know when it's official, because we'll have to tell the state and everything is I don't know that everybody's.
I don't think we're quite there. I'm like not checking mine half the time. I don't even know.
Yeah, this was like a check-in you guys wanted on the agenda to.
I
We
mean,
have to check both because things are coming in on.
and
Exactly.
I'm not, yeah, I don't know how seamlessly it's going, like, we're going to like forward, like we have to forward, but then if we forward, doesn't that potentially create the whole issue of why we went to the .gov emails in the first place? If we're forwarding, then we're forwarding the spam.
No, I don't know, because I tried emailing Johnny through the Gmail. It forwarded with you have to email me at this.
Yeah, that's because I forwarded the
So-
numbers, but I also put a notice. So everybody that emails me gets my new email. That way you get both. I still get the email, but it tells you to start emailing my new email.
Oh,
So
because I didn't know what your new
yeah.
email was, that's why I couldn't
And
email you.
it says that on the email.
Oh, I didn't see it on the
Yeah, it's
email.
on there.
The email.
So then that will tell you to email me, and most of that is simmered down. Most of the people I email on a fairly regular basis knows my new email now. But I'm gonna leave the forwarding on for a while more, just to make sure I don't miss nothing.
I haven't tried emailing anyone else, so I don't know.
I think we may want to, and Director Garcia was just looking like he hasn't even addressed it yet. So I think we probably wanna wait a month at least.
Thank you.
And you may need assistance. I did. Brahma was having issues.
I've got both of them on my phone, and I don't have a computer right now at home, but,
God help me if I get a new phone.
so I am receiving both of them, but I've only gotten a couple of things at the .gov. I haven't been checking it regularly because I keep forgetting that I even have a .gov, so. Okay, so we're gonna, keep that on there and discuss it again next month at the regular meeting. Item 20, discussion vote on changing meeting dates for the holidays. We always run into this. We have to either meet, earlier.
So the board meeting will be the 13th and the 20th on November. In December,
If we agree to that, because the 27th is Thanksgiving, yeah.
and December will be the 11th and the 18th.
Because the board meeting is on Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's,
Pretty standard.
I'll entertain a motion for that.
I make a motion that we approve the board meetings to November 13th and 20th and December 11th and the 18th.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion second, any other discussion? I think we can have the meetings on holidays, so, okay, roll call directors, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson is absent, Director Schummer is an aye, that motion passes 4-0-0 with one absent, so that's our dates. So the repeat of the corrected dates, so November will be meeting on the, 13th and 20th. Now, we will unfortunately have the state meeting as well, so it's the usual thing where we have to do two meetings, 2 months in a row.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and then the same thing on the, 18th of December, so 11th and 18th of December, 13th and 20th of November.
And then I want to make a motion that we move the AP standing meeting to the 18th from the 25th,
Huh?
November.
She's moving the AP.
The AP, we have to move because we
Yeah.
gotta do it before the meeting.
Yeah.
And as a standing meeting, we can't just change it, we have to
Yeah.
notify. So we have to change those two dates.
Oh, yeah, so we're doing the
That's
November
November
18th,
for the AP, and then,
November 16th.
December 16th.
and then December 16th.
I'll second that.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second for the AP Standing Committee. Director Garcia went away for a second, but we can pass it, it's okay. So, any discussion? Director, Garcia is temporarily absent, Director Nyman,
Aye.
Director Kelly,
Aye.
Director Schoenberg is an aye, Director Gibson is absent, so that, motion is going to pass 3-0-0 with 2 absence. Temporary absent on Garcia. Okay, so the dates again for the standing committee for the, AP is the, November 18th and December 16th. Okay, so that's all the meeting dates. Item 21, discussion vote on the holiday party.
It won't be till December, but the last couple of years, it cost us just under $350 for the taco truck. I'm recommending we do the taco truck again. And work it the same way we have the last couple of years.
Any,
What date are you looking at?
Again, we don't know for sure, but it'll probably be, like Monday, the 22nd at lunchtime. But, you know, that's not set in stone. It could be the
Yeah.
22nd and 23rd. We'll know more as we get through November. When the exact date is,
Get into December.
because we still have plenty of time to plan it.
Mhm.
Okay, I make a motion that, we approve the holiday party, in the amount of $350.
I'd say 375, because just prices are going up all the time.
Okay,
Good idea.
375.
okay,
I'll second it.
Okay, there's a motion and a second for the staff appreciation party for $375. Any discussion? Okay, roll call Director Garcia.
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson is absent, Director Schoenberg is an aye, that motion passes 4-0-0 with 1 absent. That. Sorry, I'm still trying to change my dates on the other stuff, okay. And let's see,
I make a motion that we approve the
9/18.
the state update to standing committee meeting minutes for September 18th, 2025. With any of the amendments that were sent to Tiffany previous to and after the meeting, as well as any additional amendments for typos or other errors that we may not have caught or that may need to be corrected.
I'll second that. God bless you.
Okay, motion and second on the minutes, passing the minutes for 9/18/2025. Any questions? Discussion? Roll call directors, Director Garcia.
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson's absent. Director Schoenberg said aye. That is 4-0-0-1 absent. Those minutes have been passed for 9/18/2025. And then we are to item 23. Discussion vote on forming and or dissolving ad hoc committees. I don't think we have another ad hoc to form or dissolve, no. So we're gonna just leave that on there, but not address it tonight. Item 24, discussion vote on destruction of obsolete damaged records. We don't have anything submitted currently, so again, it's gonna stay on the agenda, but nothing tonight. Item 25, discussion vote on future agenda items.
Just know I'll miss the meeting on the 9th and the meeting on the is that October 25th,
Yeah.
23rd.
So Mike, I do have a
Which
quick,
No, I'm not. Is it really the 23rd?
October
I think I was gonna miss it. Okay, I'm only gonna miss the one on the 9th.
so the
And
question,
the state standing
the
committee.
question is when we approve,
The 16th.
I'll be here.
when we approve the resolution on the 9th, when will we be able to get that out? Because we have to have that to them prior to the 18th.
Well, I'm only out of town for the weekend, so I'm back on Monday.
Okay,
So as long as I can get the signature person here on Monday, that wouldn't be a problem.
that's Lisa, right?
The resolution for the grant funding.
Yeah, I think
Probably.
they always want Lisa because we had to make a resolution allowing Lisa to sign, so. Yeah, so as long as Lisa's available
On the 13th.
on the 13th, it'll be there and ready.
It's just to sign something. You can stop by fast. She'll bring you out to the car. You don't even have to get out.
That's a deal.
Right through.
That's a deal you can refuse.
If you got something to do, I could always track you down and meet you somewhere else.
I'm gonna be in Bakersfield, but
I
I
can
can
meet
be
you in
here at
Bakersfield.
9. I can be here at 9. I just go to Bakersfield afterwards. So, okay, so I've got that down.
As long as it's before
That's
18th.
Columbus Day. You guys
Yeah,
are
I'm
here,
just,
right?
I'm just bringing it up because I want to make sure we stay on top of things.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's all.
uh,
Thank
anything
you.
else? Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, roll call directors, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Nyman.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Director Gibson is not present. Director Schomerson, aye. That motion passes 4-0-0 with 1 absent. Thank you, everybody, and see you.
Adjourn
soon.
that.
Oh, adjourned, yeah, thank you. Adjourned at 5:40 PM.